Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about an IEO project that is currently being in sale right now, and this project is called Sweat Economy or the Sweat token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website sweateconomy.com in order to learn more about this project, right? But before we talk about Sweat Economy, I want to talk to you guys about Get.io. Get.io, if you guys don't already know, is one of the major centralized exchanges that's known for listing low market cap gem tokens way before they get listed on other major centralized exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase. What this means is if you have a Get.io account and if you invest in these low market cap gem tokens right now, you stand a chance to make 10, 20, 50 or even 100x gains on these cryptos, right? And if you don't already have a Get.io account right now, I highly recommend you guys to use the link in the description, and by doing so, you'll get the following benefits. So firstly, if you go to the website, you can see that you have an option to buy crypto. You can basically buy crypto through your credit card or through bank transfer. They have multiple different options out there. You can buy popular cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and several other coins directly from Get.io at a very competitive price, right? And if you see, they also have price information available as well for several cryptocurrencies, including major cap, mid cap as well as small cap tokens. And some of the small cap tokens, you won't really find the pricing information anywhere else apart from just Get.io because they're exclusively listed only at Get.io, right? And if you look at the trade option, they basically allow you to trade multiple different cryptocurrencies with different trading pairs, which includes BTC, ETH, USDT, USDC, and so on and so forth. And if it's a Polkadot cryptocurrency, you can basically trade it in Polkadot dot tokens as well, right? And if you buy these low market cap crypto, you may probably be waiting till it gets listed on Binance or Coinbase, or you may be hodling it for long term. And while you're doing that, you can actually earn interest through these cryptocurrencies by depositing them into the Earn tab on Get.io, which will help you to earn interest by lending your tokens, by staking them, or by providing liquidity, or by using dual investment, along with several other strategies that they have to earn a passive income on your tokens, right? But you need to bear in mind that this is a centralized platform, so you won't have control of your private keys. So if you are a person who wants to trade and buy NFTs, Get.io also has you covered on that as well, because they have an NFT platform that is exclusively making available several NFT projects that are only available through Get.io, which you can buy, sell, and trade and make some good profit for a fraction of a fee than on Ethereum, right? But this is also a centralized platform, which is something that you need to bear in mind because you won't be having control of your private keys, right? That's just a disclaimer I want to let you guys know. And if you're a person who wants to buy in IDO or IEO tokens, such as tokens that get listed on initial exchange offerings, where you can buy the tokens at the lowest possible price before they even get listed on Get.io, they also have you covered using their startup section on their platform, right? So as you can see, they have you covered in multiple different ways where you can make money with Get.io. So if you don't already have a Get.io account right now, I highly recommend you guys to use the link in the description in order to set up a Get.io account today. And by doing so, you are not only getting the following benefits that we discussed right now, you're also getting a 30% trading fee rebate on any trades that you make on Get.io, right? And you'll only get this using the link in the description. So please use that because it's a referral link, and you will only get this benefit by using the referral link, right? And by using the referral link in the description to set up a Get.io account, you're also supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank you in advance. So going back to the Sweat Economy page on CoinMarketCap, as you can see, the information for this token is not currently available because this token is not trading right now. It is available to be purchased through DAO Maker, but again, I think the window has already been closed, so you won't really have an option to buy this token through DAO Maker because they are a project that has been vetted by DAO Maker, which is one of the most popular decentralized IEO platform where you can buy tokens for a fraction of a price before they get listed on major exchanges, right? So, but before we talk about Sweat, I want to basically provide you with some overview of what this platform is all about so that you can get an understanding of where this token will be, and we'll discuss about some price predictions from my side on where this token is going to be, right? So what is Sweatcoin and Sweat Economy? Sweatcoin is a highly popular mobile fitness app that was first launched in 2016 with over 110 million users worldwide. The app sets out to motivate healthier living by rewarding users for daily physical activity. So this is a platform that was established in 2016 and it's been around for quite some time right now, and it's a project that's been used by 110 million users worldwide. It's just a mobile app. You can go to your Apple Store or Google Play and search for Sweatcoin, and you'll basically be able to find that app which you can download. And what it basically does is it tracks your exercise. Basically, you can walk, you can run, you can do some physical activities and earn sweat coins as rewards, right? So it's just similar to Stepn app that we covered in our channel before. Pretty much the exact same concept. It rewards you for being physically fit, right? Users are rewarded with an in-app cryptocurrency or currency called Sweatcoin, a non-crypto virtual token that functions as a monetary incentive to reward users for their physical activity. So when you use Sweatcoin and when you walk or do any form of like activity, physical activity, you get rewarded in Sweatcoin, which is a non-crypto token, right? It's not a cryptocurrency. You can't trade it outside of the Sweatcoin ecosystem. It's a in-app token that gets rewarded to you for using the app, right? So that coin is completely different from the sweat economy token, which is the sweat token that we're going to be talking about today. The reason is that that coin is connected to this coin, right? Both are two separate coins, but the sweat coin that was mentioned here on the screen right now is actually not a cryptocurrency, and the sweat token, which will be launched in about a day or so, will be a cryptocurrency, right? So that's the key difference that you guys need to understand. Users can now convert Sweatcoin to Sweat, the crypto token, to claim real world prizes and experiences. So I think this is kind of like a misleading information here. So you can't actually convert your Sweatcoin to Sweat tokens. You will be actually earning Sweat tokens based on the proportion of Sweatcoin that you already have. So if you have already used the Sweatcoin app, you probably would have at least a few Sweatcoin already lying around in your Sweatcoin app. So on the day when the sweat token goes live, which is in about a day and a half, or maybe let's say 2 days from now, right? That sweat coin will basically give you an equal amount of sweat token as an airdrop. So the team will give you an airdrop of a sweat token for every sweat coin that you hold in your wallet, right? So you'll get an airdrop, which means you will still be able to use your sweat coin as it is, but you'll also get a sweat token, which will now be tradable because it's a full cryptocurrency in addition to the sweat coin, right? So that's the important correction that I want to make based on this sentence here. And if you see, users can now convert sweat coins to sweat. This is something that we already went through. And at the time of writing in September 2022, Sweatcoin is ranked first for the most downloaded health and fitness app in 58 countries. So clearly, Sweatcoin app is a app that already exists and people are already using it, about 110 million people of them, and it's one of the most popular health and fitness app. In fact, the number one and the largest fitness app so far in 58 different countries. So clearly the Sweat token is getting launched based on an already existing and working product, which is Sweatcoin app. So clearly they have a lot of user base established. It's not a random project that just came in from nowhere. It's an established project that's launching its own cryptocurrency token, instead of having its own in-app coin, which will still be in play even after the token launch, right? So clearly it's a very important event in the health and fitness community. Sweat Economy is the newly launched Web3 initiative of Sweatcoin. Within the Sweat Economy app is crypto token Sweat and cryptocurrency wallet, Sweat Wallet are launched. So the Sweat Economy is a new project which is launched by the Sweatcoin team, and as they mentioned here, Sweat is the cryptocurrency token of this particular ecosystem, as well as the wallet that they're trying to create, which is Sweat Wallet, is the cryptocurrency wallet where you can store your Sweat tokens, right? Over 13 million wallets were created in 4 months since the launch. So clearly there's a lot of wallets that have already been created since the launch of the particular app, and therefore it's definitely a hyped project so far, right? Further, Sweatcoin has raised $13 million in investor funding and is planning to hold a token sale and strong hold offering on the DAO Maker Launchpad. As I mentioned, it is a project that's already raised a couple of $1 million, specifically $13 million from investor funding. So they have a lot of strong backings, along with the fact that they're also trying to raise money through the DAO Maker Launchpad, which is a decentralized platform, and through their public token sale, as well as strong holder offering, which is the SHO for short. That is the DAO Maker is popularly known for, right? So clearly, DAO Maker is also giving some form of like a hype for this project, right? So that's the quick overview of Sweatcoin as well as the Sweat economy. Both are two different things. Sweat economy is a part of Sweatcoin, but the Sweatcoin token itself, which is a non-cryptocurrency token, is completely different from the Sweat token, right? So the next section talks about the founders of Sweat economy. I'm not going to talk about the founders here because it's irrelevant for the purpose of this video. So I'm going to skip through that, and I'm going to jump to the most important section here, which is what makes Sweat unique. So why would you choose to invest your money on Sweat? Okay, so the app aims to lower global carbon footprints by incentivizing physical activity to create a healthier and more active world. Again, the app's main focus is to reduce the carbon footprint by allowing as many people as they can to use the app for their own fitness purposes while rewarding them with tokens, right? So that's the main motive of the app itself. Sweatcoin pioneers a move to earn style game, which is similar to a play to earn game where users can earn monetary rewards for their participation. In this M2E game, users can actually earn crypto for being physically active in their day-to-day lives. So clearly, similar to the Stepn app, this app is also providing people an opportunity to move to earn, which is they need to keep walking or doing some form of physical activity that will help them move, not use your car or your bike or whatever. You just need to physically start walking in order to earn these tokens. And this is a movement which is completely different to the play to earn movement, but at the same time it's drawing certain parallels because you need to do some form of an activity in order to earn these tokens as rewards, right? So that's exactly how Sweat economy works. The team states that their app has increased their users' physical activity by an average of 20% and has partnered with the NHS to help create a healthier society and reduce burdens on global healthcare systems. So clearly, they have their own internal data that's clearly mentioning that their app has indeed helped about 20% of their users fit by, they've basically mentioned that they've helped their users fit by an average of 20% compared to other groups, and they're also partnering with NHS. So this is very important because they're clearly partnering with the NHS in order to create a healthier society. So the partnership is definitely going to be a valuable factor in order to make the Sweat token as a token that you need to look into, right? So that's a pretty good thing if you ask me. Moreover, though Sweat economy states that they have never sold their users' data, users will have the option to sell their movement data to healthcare companies. So again, this is one of the other things that Sweatcoin platform wants to make it clear, because they mentioned that in the past that they don't really share user data with anyone else, but Sweat economy, after the launch of Sweat economy, users will have the option to share their data in order to get a reward in the form of Sweat tokens, right? So users will still have a choice of sharing their information, whereas previously it was not at all available in the past, right? So that's a very important discussion that need to be had. So Stepn has kickstarted the move to earn trend in early 2022 with reportedly over 3 million users. It is the leading player in M2E sector. So clearly Stepn app, which is a token that we already covered in our channel before, started this movement and it became very popular early 2022 this year, and they had reportedly 3 million users worldwide, right? So clearly Stepn app launched their project from nowhere and they already had a 3 million user base worldwide, and they started the move to earn kind of like sector, and they made it quite popular, right? But if you take a look at in comparison Sweat token, this platform has been around for quite some time, since 2016, and they were the forefathers of this particular movement. the only thing that they didn't have was a cryptocurrency in the past, but now they're obviously going to have a cryptocurrency, which they're going to be offering to their 110 million users worldwide, which is significantly greater than the users that Stepan app had. So clearly this is going to show a big impact on how popular Sweat token is going to become, right? While there are a wave of MTE incumbents joining the crypto space, Sweat Economy already has an existing application and global user base before launching a token and transitioning into the Web3 lifestyle application. So clearly they're stating that even with literally no user base, Stepan was able to get a 3 million user base popularity right from start. But Sweat Economy has had 110 million user base, whom they're bringing to the crypto space. So clearly Sweat Economy is not only increasing adoption to the cryptocurrency space, because people who use the Sweat Economy app, Sweatcoin app, are going to get exposed to cryptocurrency, Sweat, which will obviously make them understand and learn what cryptocurrency is all about. And they're also bringing in people who are using cryptocurrencies into the health and fitness style, thereby bridging both the two worlds together in a huge scale that we've not seen before, right? So that's the main reason why Sweat token is something that you should not miss, right? So here, there, if you scroll below, you can clearly see they have other information on CoinMarketCap that talks about the number of coins that are in circulation, as well as how the network is secured. This is something that I want to basically talk to you guys about, because it's a very interesting topic. How is the Sweat Economy secured? So is it an ERC20 token? Is it based on the Ethereum blockchain, just like every other platforms? Or Stepan app was basically based on Solana, so it's secured by the Solana network. Are there concerns that this platform will shut down, because if it is based on Solana shuts down on a regular basis? So is there any risk for this, right? So I'm going to basically use this time to address this one. Basically, both the Sweat token and Sweat wallet are built on the Near protocol, a layer 1 blockchain running on the proof of stake consensus mechanism. Clearly, this blockchain that they've chosen is a very popular blockchain. It's called Near blockchain, Near protocol. You can call it whatever, but it's basically the Near blockchain, right? And we did cover Near protocol a little while ago, and this particular platform is a beast of a platform, right? It's a layer 1 blockchain. It has highly scalable components to it. It literally is cheap. Its transactions are extremely fast. And the funny thing is, Near is also becoming one of the most popular blockchains on a daily basis. So a lot of people are starting to migrate from Ethereum and several problematic blockchains such as Solana, which constantly shuts down or has issues. So people are starting to move from those blockchains to Near blockchain. So it's a very smart move from the Sweat Economy team in order to move their or create their token on the Near blockchain. So Sweat will probably be one of the, if not the most popular token on the Near ecosystem, right? Because they're literally going to transfer 110 million users into the Near blockchain, and a lot of those users won't even know what a blockchain is, let alone a Near blockchain, right? They're going to wake up to find out that they're basically in the Near ecosystem, and the Near ecosystem is going to get a massive boost because of this particular event, right? So that's a very smart move from the Sweatcoin's team, or the Sweat Economy's team, right? So validators need to stake a minimum seed price of 67,000 Near tokens, although the live seed price may differ. So clearly, there's a lot of validators out there, and not everyone can become a validator, which is kind of like one of the disadvantages of Near blockchain, because if you need to become a validator, you need to stake at least 67,000 Near tokens. A maximum of 100 seats are allocated to validators to help secure the network. So obviously it's not as decentralized yet, but it is definitely becoming more and more popular, and it is definitely decentralized, but not as much as a proof of work blockchain like Ethereum or Bitcoin. But that's not an issue, because there's a lot of things Near is doing really well. It is definitely decentralized, it's also fast, it's also scalable, and there's a lot of things that Near is nailing pretty easily, which makes Near the most obvious blockchain for the Sweat Economy team to choose, right? And if you see, they're definitely having a high level of security, even though not as high as Ethereum or Bitcoin. They are definitely a very secure blockchain for Sweat Economy to function, right? So that's another important section I want to cover, you guys. So here there's a lot of other points that I also want to quickly go through before we go to the website itself, right? So here they are stating that when will Sweat begin trading? Again, Sweatcoin or Sweat token will begin trading on September 12th. This is the launch, which is the token generation event, which will basically give free Sweat token airdrops to everyone who has held the Sweat coin, which is the original coin, which is not a cryptocurrency, through the Sweat coin app. So people who already have that, they will basically get this one. But there are ways by which you can actually earn Sweat tokens, and we'll cover that when we go through the website, right? So September 12th is when the Sweat token will start becoming tradable, right? And this is a very important question. Can Sweat hit $1, right? So the token has not launched yet at the time of writing, so it is unclear whether Sweat can hit $1. So obviously it's a very clever answer from CoinMarketCap, but I'll present to you guys some of my thoughts on whether Sweat will reach $1 or not. And I'll do that towards the end of the video, so stay tuned to that, right? Here they're talking about where can you buy Sweat, which is very important to understand, because you need to, if you have Sweat tokens in your wallet after the token generation event, how will you be able to use that to cash out your USDT or Bitcoin or Ethereum? Can you actually trade them on any exchanges, right? At present, you cannot purchase Sweat on any exchange because it's literally not tradable anywhere because the token hasn't been generated yet. However, the team expects that after the token generation event, you will be able to purchase Sweat on all major DEXs and SEX exchanges, right? So this is very interesting if you ask me, because if you see this CoinMarketCap page has clearly mentioned that the team from Sweat has commented that this token will be available on major DEXs and SEXs, which is centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. So clearly there's a chance that they will get a listing on multiple centralized exchanges, right? There's also a lot of speculation that this token could get a Binance or Coinbase listing because it's pretty much a huge event, and it's one of the most anticipated event for anyone who has held a Sweatcoin app. Me included, I've had the Sweatcoin app right from the beginning, so I've always wanted to see if they will actually deliver through their cryptocurrency promise, right? It seems like they are going to deliver it, so there's going to be lots of anticipation, and a lot of centralized exchanges such as Binance and Coinbase would probably want to actually use this opportunity to make some really good fees through trading, right? So there is a high chance that Coinbase and Binance will list this token because it only makes logical sense because it's a huge event, there's a huge community backing that. STEPN, which if you take as a comparison, is a project that hasn't had a lot of anticipation right from start because it was a project that came from nowhere. And if you see, they got listed on Binance, right? So clearly Sweat, which has even more community around it, will definitely get a Binance listing without any doubt, as well as a possible Coinbase listing as well, which is definitely going to be interesting to see, right? But we'll cover through that in a few seconds. Now that we went through a lot of information in CoinMarketCap, let's go to the website itself. It's actually very interesting to see that CoinMarketCap actually have a really good amount of information about Sweat economy, because when I was trying to do research, I was actually initially thinking that they won't really have a lot of information, but it seems like they did, so that's why I want to make sure that I go into that in detail before I go to the website, right? So if you go to the website, which is sweateconomy.com, first of all, they have a beautiful website. They specifically have the Sweat Economy website for the Sweat tokens. So if you want to learn about Sweat Coin app itself, you can go to a different website. I think it's sweatcoin.com, but I think sweateconomy.com is the actual website for the new token that's going to be generated, right? So here you can see on the top right corner here, you have Get Sweat Wallet, which is where you can actually create a Sweat wallet on the Near blockchain. And here you can clearly see that they have an economy of movement of 110 million users, which are in the Web 2 space, and they're planning to bring them to Web 3, right? You can watch this video that tells you how Sweat token works. Everything that we discussed so far will be discussed here as well. So if you scroll below, this is the actual app, the OG app, Sweatcoin. And this is the token logo, Sweatcoin, which is a non-cryptocurrency token, which you can still earn by using the Sweatcoin app. It all started with Sweatcoin, and this is the user interface for Sweatcoin. 2022, number 1 downloaded health and fitness app. So they're clearly the most popular health and fitness app in 2022, and they've been like that for several years, as well as in multiple different countries, about 58 countries so far, right? So it's pretty good to know. Sweatcoin reached number 1 in 58 countries. So these are the 58 countries that you can find. All of these are very countries known for having a pro-fitness approach, as well as countries that are having a lot of users who will have a high net worth individuals who can basically single-handedly make this token hit $1 per token, right? So that's definitely possible with this with this number of countries. Let's scroll further below. Sweat Wallet, walk into crypto. So they have a beautiful website and a logo. You can walk into crypto. 13 million wallets created so far, which is incredible. Download Sweat Wallet. So it's very important to understand that even though there's 110 million users out there, there's only 13 million wallets that have been created, right? Which also tells you something, right? So clearly not a lot of users are going to be able to get access to their Sweat tokens immediately after launch. And therefore there's not a lot of dumping pressure because only 13 million wallets have been created, even though there's 110 million users out there. So a lot of tokens will not be dumped into the market, which is a really good thing, which can make this token price shoot up like through the roof, right? Which is something that we'll discuss in the price prediction. You can download this app on App Store or Google Play right away and start using it. Feature transfers. Basically, businesses pay to access our vast network of users. So clearly, a lot of businesses who are focused on health conscious nature, they can approach Sweat Economy or Sweat Coin in order to access user data, which, as I mentioned, will be made available as per the user's discretion. So users can choose to provide their activity data to certain companies, thereby earning rewards, and the companies will get high quality information directly from the users, right? So that is something that's going to keep the Sweat Economy functioning as a whole, right? If you scroll further below, staking and rewards club. So they clearly have a staking functionality that's going to be coming out pretty soon. Receive an attractive yield on your Sweat. Users with higher stakes have access to better rewards along with optimized app experiences, including lower transaction fees, premium services, and increased daily Sweat minting limits. So clearly, if you stake your Sweat tokens, you will have a lot of benefits, and you can kind of see the user interface for staking once it goes live. You can see on the left hand side here, you can stake 480 tokens and earn more Sweat tokens as reward because you will get staking rewards, right? So those are all pretty cool features that will be coming soon. And another thing that will be coming soon is that Fiat on ramp. So buy Sweat with credit or debit card. Other cryptocurrencies add on to the apps soon after. So clearly they're giving options to users to purchase Sweat tokens directly through their credit or debit card on their app. But this feature is going to be taking some time to implement, so you need to wait for that, right? If you scroll further below, another feature that will be coming in the future will be NFTs and games. So clearly you can't have a platform without NFTs, so they are also going into the NFT space, but they're also creating games as well, a fun casual game where users go head to head to earn Sweat. So clearly lots of things coming up in the pipeline. So roadmap, this is the roadmap. They provided a clear roadmap. I'm not going to go through this in detail. Clearly everything that we discussed right now is already happening in phase 1. There's phase 4 till phase 4, which is in 2024. They're planning. This is a project that has promised everything that they're trying to deliver. So there's no doubt that they'll deliver everything that they're promising in phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4 as well. So I'll let you guys go through this for your reference, right? This is the founder information. They're publicly doxed and they've been around for quite some time. They're very well known in the crypto space, in the health and fitness space, and you can go through them and their information on LinkedIn, Twitter, and other social media platform as well. Sweat, the token launching September 13th. Sweat is a new cryptocurrency you mint with your movement. Okay, and this is the day, as I mentioned. It's going to take roughly a day and 13 hours at the time I'm making this video to generate the token. The token generation, even the foundation will match every Sweat coin in your balance with an equal amount of Sweat. So this is very important, right? As mentioned in CoinMarketCap, where they mentioned that you will basically be able to convert your Sweat coin to Sweat. That's not true. Okay, you will basically be given an equal amount of Sweat token for every Sweat you have, for every Sweat coin you have on the token generation event, right? So clearly you will be airdropped. Let's say you have 6,000 Sweat coin, you will be airdropped 6,000 Sweat tokens easily, right? So that's very clear because Sweat coin will still continue to exist as its own token, but Sweat will be the cryptocurrency that will basically generate the hype and everything that you're seeing in this video, right? So Sweat is a different token compared to Sweat coin. You will keep your Sweat coin. So clearly they mentioned the exact same thing that I said right now. The Sweat are a gift for you to you for moving. So clearly they're giving people who have supported the project since the beginning an opportunity to get a gift in the form of Sweat tokens as an airdrop, right? There's obviously lots of vesting schedules in place. You need to go through that through their website itself, but you won't be able to access all the sweat tokens right away. You'll only be able to unlock a portion of it, and the rest of them will be unlocked based on a strict vesting schedule, right? So you can click on about the token to learn more about it, but this is pretty much all the quick important overview of this platform itself. At the top they have information such as token, white paper, which I highly recommend you guys to read through, blog, help, as well as the social media information, right? So it's a very straightforward and very high quality project that you should not miss. So going back to the CoinMarketCap page, again, now is the most important section, which is price prediction, right? So based on the DAO Makers launch, which happened, which is currently happening right now, we are not really sure what the price per token will be when it comes to the IEO sale, right? The sale price, right? So a lot of people are predicting that the price of the token will be less than 1 cent initially, but then it will quickly, get popular, and it will probably reach 50 cents and even $1 pretty soon. So let me tell you what my price prediction is, right? The token has a huge supply. So they have a huge token supply. The token, as of now, based on the information that I've collected so far, they don't have a max supply, which means it's going to be an infinite token supply, but they also have burn mechanisms in place which are built in, right? So initially on the token generation event, that's going to be 21 billion tokens that will be there, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to do the token burning mechanism, because how soon they'll be doing it and how much frequently they'll be doing it, because that will definitely affect the price of the token, right? But it is going to be a walk or move to earn token, which means they will have to create new tokens from scratch in order to incentivize people to keep walking. That's the whole point of this app, right? So they can't really have a fixed supply, unfortunately, but they will have token burns in place, which will make the token much more valuable in the future, right? I think the token sale price will be $0.001, which is significantly less than 1 cent. So that's probably the initial price at which the token will start trading at, but it will quickly start reaching to a point where it will be 1 or 4 cents maximum, or maybe if you're lucky we can see 5 cents once it immediately launches. So a lot of people will literally cash out a portion of their sweat token airdrop immediately, and they'll try to make some profit out of it, right? In the long run, since they have a lot of users, they will start expanding to other countries, and there'll be a lot of people who will be using this app. So I think in the next bull market, we can see a potential price of about 30 to 40 cents per token. Again, this is all speculative. We don't really know any of these for sure. This is just based on my personal assumption, not financial advice, right? You can expect this token to reach as high as 30 to 40 cents per token in the next bull run. But in the long term, provided they're consistently burning the excess tokens and the user base continues to grow, we can potentially see a $1 per token price point, which is definitely possible. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but it's definitely going to happen sometime in the distant long-term future, where it's about 5 to 10 years from now, right? It's definitely possible. This project has been, quite anticipated, and it's also from a very well-known and respected community team. So there's definitely lots of positives about this project, which will definitely benefit the token price holders. So if you guys don't already have the app, I highly recommend you guys to go through the website and download the app, start using it. For every 1,000 steps, you will earn 1 sweat token, right? There are methods for you to earn them faster. If you keep using them, there's a reward boost on the app. You can basically refer friends to get additional sweat tokens. You have multiple different ways to earn sweat tokens, but the best option is to start it right now, because you can still make at least 100 sweat tokens before the token launch if you are very dedicated and if you can refer a lot of people as soon as possible, right? And once the token launches, there'll be lots of decentralized exchanges and centralized exchanges that will start listing this token. So I think a Binance and Coinbase listing is imminent and is definitely going to happen. The Binance listing will probably happen sooner than a Coinbase listing, but a Coinbase listing will definitely happen, which will definitely help in the skyrocketing of this price to 30 to 40 cents, right? Again, this is my opinion, guys, not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? Again, remember, guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.